Esmeralda?
What?
Wait! Wait, Esmeralda. I cannot run any further.
Othello?
Esmeralda. It's nice to see you.
How could a man like you make it into the games, but lose his breath so quickly after a jog?
I'm not confident that could so easily be called a jog. But I am thankful you stopped for me.
Are you alright?
The water you gave me was helpful, so...
No, you're... Since I've met you, you've always seemed absent.
I suppose. But I wasn't like this when I first met you, though. Do you remember?
Remember what?
When we first met. We were kids, do you not remember? On Valentine's Day.
What do you know?
I always wondered, considering your condition, why did you choose to continue using swords after you discovered who you really were?
What do you mean who I really was? This is who I am, now. I'm not that monster, or whatever it is you think you saw.
Can't you be both?
In reality, I'm not sure which I am. The person I am now, or the person I become when I see red. But no one's ever suggested to me that I could be both.
Do you know why I sleep in trees?
Oh my gosh, I don't know what this is all about, but if you've secretly been peeping on...
I like to watch the stars. So I sit in parks and watch them, because that's one of the few things that still makes me feel something.
Feel something?
If I know anything, it's that we too easily discard the parts of ourselves we don't like. And try to claim they're not the real us. You say the scarlet version of you is not the real you. But it's still something that comes from you, is it not? What is it then? A curse?
No, that's Leiden's excuse. I don't think we've ever given mine an excuse, or so much as a name. I just say, I wasn't myself at the time, and we all just sweep it under the rug, because that's easier than confronting it.
I think the only time we're not really ourselves is when we're suppressing something that is a part of us.
What do you mean by that?
How does it feel, if you don't mind me asking?
What does it feel like?
When you become scarlet.
I feel like my heart is swelling, but in a painful way. Like it's so full of emotions and anger that expands outside of my body, but in the same way it feels as though I'm being lifted up, but after that I...
Explode?
Yes. Like I become something bigger than myself, something I can't control. It's just such powerful emotions that I could never face with a sane mind. I'm sorry, you don't know me, and that was too much to say at once. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I am, really. It was just really on the nose and I feel a little hot now.
You don't... Look, you look fine. Apologies, but I did just expose a part of myself to you and all, so what exactly was so shocking about that?
The stars will come out soon.
Yeah, that seems to be a common thing when night comes and all.
I didn't get the chance to explain it this morning. I said I was interested in how a star dies.
Yes, that was... I remember that. What does that have to do with it?
Do you know how a star dies?
Well, as I recall, there's a supernova. Then it becomes a black hole.
True, but only massive stars do that. Average stars become something different. For an average star, something like our sun, it's different. When a star gets older, it slowly begins to expand. Beginning burning a bright red. This is called a red giant. It's much bigger, and when our sun eventually becomes one, surely it'll eat up Earthland with it.
Oh my gosh, when? How much time do we have left?
No, we have a few billion years. Calm down.
Don't scare me like that!
Yes, sorry. Of course, the sun will get so big that Earthland will become inhabitable long before then.
We have to warn them!
No. That's also several 100 million years away, so there's no need to warn them. Whoever them is going to be at that point.
So, what happens after the red giant?
A planetary nebula, where all the energy and the gas of the star implode into a kind of celestial beauty that astronomers mistook for a planet when they first discovered it. Some say looking into a planetary nebula is like looking into the eyes of God.
And then what happens?
And then that beauty fades into the white dwarf. A small, insignificant piece of the universe with nothing to give but a dim white light. So tightly wound and dense with mass, it feels nothing anymore. And slowly over time, it becomes nothing until it fades out of the starry sky and becomes nothing but a black dwarf, just a smudge in the sky.
So, what is it then? There's something between all and nothing. Is that it?
I suppose, in theory there is, but I'd rather be all than nothing.
Is that how you feel? Like a white dwarf? Weighed down? Deceased? Nothing?
I suppose. I came up with that metaphor so long ago, I could never hold someone captive enough to explain it. Maybe it isn't as clever as I thought it was.
But a white dwarf isn't nothing, right? It isn't completely dead if it's still got a light.
Maybe.
Could it be brought back? Does it have to be dead forever?
I read about it once. A white dwarf that was revived, thanks to a donor star.
Really?
Yeah. It was a red giant. It brought it back to life. Shed some of its energy, and then it was revived.
What about you then? Do you think you could be revived?
Wait, are you kissing me because you're sad? Or because you feel sorry for me?
Does it really matter?